Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Phoenix Wright's Journey, Trials and Tribulation, Episode 5, Bridge to the Turnabout, Part 3-2, Investigation, where we are about to break Pearl Fair. Little girl, spill your secrets.
We're gonna snap her back.
Did you notice that? This might have been the very first time I let Steven finish the entire intro without interrupting.
Thank you.
The one time we're gonna
That's
break
very
her
clever.
kids. Right.
The night of the crime.
Mika, hand me the crowbar.
I have some bolt cutters. Would they work better?
We'll see. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Disney's room, reading a book together about a mouse, correct?
I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in then.
You didn't go.
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
The Pearls never went to Miss Disney's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls? On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you?
To the inner temple.
You went here, didn't you, Pearls?
No.
Looks like she's still not going up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried
Who
about?
could that be? Who could she be worried about?
I know. Obviously.
Now I'm going to
about
take
Has
Dick
to be
Guns.
Godot.
Dick Guns.
Godot. I was also thinking
Godot.
that would be funny.
Pearls really looks up to Mr. Godot. It's because he's taller
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
physically.
than her. Now, I'm going to take a guess. And you can tell me if I'm right or if I'm right, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Okay.
I tricked you! My surname is right!
Haha!
Oh no!
Didn't see that one coming.
Spill the truth now, go.
It's because of Miles Edgeworth.
So handsome.
He's so handsome. She was worried for Maya, right?
It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course.
I signed up for your special course.
Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel.
Well,
Sister Bikini scared
that
you with
confirms
what
the
she
season
said,
more.
didn't she?
Well, become one with whom you channel. And we had some strong hints last time. What happened? Who was channel?
And it was because it was you. This timing. There's like a long pause and then we both speak at the same moment. Yes?
No, continue on.
And because it was
I will
you
interrupt
who
you, though.
introduced.
Oh my god.
You may continue now.
Well, you're off to a great start. Alex is never gonna say a
How's
word
Akura
again.
Temple to Maya in the first place? I hope you have a pause button because I only have a resume button.
Good.
You felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple.
Let me clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearl. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
So 7 to 10:50. That checks out.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
You heard the lights out bell. The Hasakura Temple bell's pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
Thank you. I was really trying to pick up on the sound of that bell. That's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls. Why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Oh,
I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this. Not because of the Shishichicho.
Oh, nice. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit.
You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you?
shock.
Le choc.
I presume you recognize these pieces of paper.
Where did you?
Incinerator. At the inner temple. Pearls,
Remember, Never throw away evidence in the incinerator.
Yes.
You were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you, you little murderer?
Oh no. Oh no.
That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're
I
amazing.
know, thank you. Stop it back there. These instructions that were found in the incinerator. I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me? No.
You? Yes? As you can see, a large portion has been burnt. But the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit.
Hmm.
Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling?
Yeah.
Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, we can presume that Pearls was going to channel... Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. It's pretty obvious, right? It's super obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. Who was on the list
Someone
again?
strong.
Well,
Someone strong. who can protect everybody.
someone who's dead
Someone
here.
too. Oh yes, that too.
So Mia.
Mm-hmm.
Godot?
He's not
Is
dead.
This
Godot
one is still alive.
No,
Pardon? We
he
don't
is-
know if he's still alive, but at that point in time, he was alive.
Alright.
His spirit is his body keeps going on pure caffeine, so that's keeping him alive for now.
Miss
Dahlia would be a
Hawthorne.
very weird choice.
Oh, well, what do I do then?
Well, we have a
Well-
Fae, and we have actually we have 3 Faes, technically speaking.
1, 2,
And it's
3,
gonna be one of those.
4, 5,
What?
6, 7 phase.
What are you doing? Why are you counting the life ones?
Oh.
Well, maybe
We're not gonna
just
channel someone
trying
who's alive.
to summon someone who was alive. And
Well,
it
that's-
Imagine
failed.
that you could do that. Imagine that somebody's driving a car and just suddenly
Summon
you
their
channel them.
spirit out.
Wasn't it Pearls who said she lost her powers?
That's what she said, yeah.
She did now.
Yes, so maybe she tried to summon someone who was alive. It didn't work, therefore she now thinks she has no powers anymore. But
Mm.
that's simply because she thinks the person's dead, but the person's actually alive.
Well, in this case, then Pearls could have tried to channel Miss Disney, her mom.
Yeah, her mom.
Wait, not her mom.
That's a possibility.
Not her
Not
mom.
her mom.
Not her mom. Mia's
But
mom.
maybe she
Sorry,
did try to
yes.
summon her mom.
Her mom was the mushroom.
Hmm.
Okay, so Phoenix said, it's obvious, don't overthink it. What do I do?
We
We're overthinking it,
overthought
that's
that
what we
quite
do.
far.
Yes, that's exactly what you
Look.
did.
You asked, do not overthink it at 4
It's reverse
brains and
psychology,
one-
okay? We
in
can't
one
help
person.
it.
We are 4 minds and 1 person told, do not overthink it.
I think
That's
she tried to
difficult for the
summon
voices in
someone
your
who
head.
was still alive.
Look, technically we have enough help to do a few bloopers, so just pick one.
I think she may have also, the instructions might
Maybe
have
her
said who
mother.
to summon, and it
Her
just
mother?
like, summon someone reliable. Maybe.
Well, Pearls, am I right? Or am I
Right.
just Phoenix?
I can't channel anyone anymore. Spirit medium who can't channel spirits. It's like a painter who can't paint by no one.
It's really getting her down.
But that painter could never paint.
Also,
But
don't they have like...
I've never channeled that person's spirit.
I should have all the evidence I need, so what am I not getting here? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose and blah 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 blah.
Alright,
I shouldn't
then
overthink
maybe
this.
it was Dahlia, but she could not summon Dahlia because Maya had already summoned Dahlia. And therefore it did not work.
A question. Why not just Mia Faye?
Why the fuck would she summon Mia?
Because she's helpful?
But what is there to help with?
Okay, I think it was Dahlia then, but then it didn't work because Maya was already channeling Dahlia.
I have to stop Mia here.
Or
Assuming you do channel Mia for whatever reason, because she's helpful,
Yeah.
then you also need
It
a
would
problem
work.
to solve, right? And I don't see a problem to
Yes.
solve there.
there was a very specific instruction list of Pearl. You must do this. Presumably given to her by Elise, Disney. This is my assumption that Elise.
Wait.
No, Elise would not have given this page. Sorry, the third page says like this is for vengeance, blah blah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think-
keep forgetting the third page of this thing.
Gravely
Right, it's
roast
for
the master
vengeance.
in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition.
No, I think
Right.
it was Dahlia because they wanted the vengeance, but then they couldn't
Right.
summon Dahlia because Dahlia was already summoned by Maya.
I keep
Right.
forgetting the third
Yeah.
page of this.
So it says in the second page, here is a picture of her. So it's someone that Pearl's probably never met.
Mhm.
So therefore it's not Mia, but it is Dahlia.
Yeah,
Oh.
that makes sense now.
Trying to
It was
figure out
Dahlia
why she couldn't
Hawthorne,
summon-
wasn't
I
it?
think I got that.
That was the name that was in the letter. Dahlia Hawthorne.
Ah!
It's just as I suspect. At least in my second or third suspicion. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. Never heard of anyone by the name before reading those instructions.
Well, I can confidently tell you, I also don't know what kind of woman she was.
Hmm.
And I thought so. Pauls doesn't have a clue. He doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister.
Mind breaking.
About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you had never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. Despite the vengeance part at the end. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow?
That might actually be the mother. Because the
Makes-
mother would want vengeance.
Makes sense, she would want vengeance, and she knows about spirit channeling. So if we think
Yeah.
about who knows about spirit channeling, it's this person.
So
person,
do we
this
assume
person,
Dahlia
this
does not
person.
know about spirit channeling then? Because she was too small when she was given away?
Well,
Taken away.
Dahlia could technically also have been. But for example, Larry doesn't work. Miles doesn't work. Also, makes no sense. But all of these people don't
No.
know. It's not common knowledge.
Larry doesn't
Spirit
have an
Channel.
alibi.
That's true.
Let's just go for
Sorry,
Your
motive.
mama.
Larry doesn't have a motive anyway.
What was your mama, wasn't it?
Pearls. I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? Especially the vengeance part at the end.
Doki doki.
But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
Your mama's so evil.
How did you?
Easy. Very easy. I asked Detective Gumshoe to check the letter for spores.
Mushroom spores.
The person who wrote this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. Alright, Pearls. It's time you started telling me the truth. Here, have a tissue.
Mr. Miss Nick,
Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
don't underestimate me. Just because I'm a child.
Huh.
I'm the fucking wrong hole.
Oh dear. This child sounds sounds surprisingly grown up. I really underestimated her.
Please wait while we cast a replacement actress. This one is dying.
Does that mean we can channel her again and have her voice act Pearl again?
Interesting
I
idea,
am
but then
here
we're
to
down
replace-
another extra.
I'm here to replace Stephanie's dead on the floor. I'll take over. If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof. Oh, I see she's getting up a handle. I'll give back the microphone.
What?
You can't say I didn't. Don't think you have any balls.
We
Oh shit! Pearl chose violence.
You can't catch me.
Kappa.
I'm faster than a fucking train. I've trained for this all my life. You make me carry all this shit while I was chasing after the train. You have made me stronger. You will never defeat me. You are
oh god, it's the Pearl's Vengeance arc.
If you strike me down now, I'll become more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Okay, kick her. She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll just have to threaten her with... Oh damn. Oh yeah, I'll just have to threaten her with border school then. Boarding school. Boarding school. That was
Border school. So
At
close to the
least my
border.
mother showed up in this franchise. Oh! Your mom was so absent. We didn't even show her.
whatever. All right, Pauls.
Remember? The
We
perfect
both
height
know
to strike
some-
that ball is so.
I actually just can't understand you anymore, by the way.
Yeah, to be fair, I can't either, but I get the concept of Pearls as complaining about something.
The only part that still comes across is the unhappiness in the voice, and the content
Yeah.
is gone. So Pearls, we both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder, and it wasn't me, because I can't channel for shit. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you. Yet.
I knew it.
However, I have Mr. Edgeworth here who has not shied away from faking evidence before. I mean, of course, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? Well, what do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you'd been given. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it.
Oh, Larry could have also misunderstood things.
Absolutely. This I was stuck on for the longest time.
Could he have understood anything?
So if you look at the instructions, right? Be careful, once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems like Pearls did all of these. Her name is Blah, she is our alls Blah, the whole Blah. Here is a picture of her, use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Sure. Once this is, burn the, also make, tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades, and bring our vengeance to fruition.
So since I've been harping on this specific line for a while, might it be this specific line?
It is. And do you know why? Because she gravy roasted the hanging scroll.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, fantastic.
I was not about to let you try to figure this one out because it took me a while.
I get that. Yeah. I would not have
I would have figured out, yeah.
I would not have figured this out, but I did remember that there was the roast for dinner.
Yes.
But I would not have made that connection. It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
It's also the point of I wouldn't think of that as gravy. The English word would have made it impossible for me to solve.
It does say gravy, but you have to because it doesn't say gravy, it says gravely.
Yeah.
Same thing, right?
And it's gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades. It's like, what?
Same thing.
Yeah.
You're looking too closely. What's your problem?
Well, what?
You're paying too much attention.
Why wouldn't it do something like...
Or I'm
Do you
not
remember-
dyslexic enough. It's got more dyslexic for once in my life.
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast, among others, right?
How do you know that? I know a lot of words. I know all the words. Big words, small words. I know the best words.
The best words. I know the best words.
Remember the conversation you had with Miss Disney on the night of the murder?
Oh, who was Elise?
Did this?
Was it me?
It wasn't me. I
think-
remember my
I
roles.
No, it
guess I
was
checked the
not
cheat
me.
sheet.
I think it was me
Give me
then.
a moment. This button.
Da, da, da. It has been
I
months.
just entered the
We
cheat
do
code
not
combination.
remember
pull up the
who
cheat sheet.
voiced Elise.
Just give
Elise
Alex
was
a moment to enter
Steven.
the cheat code.
It was me.
There we go.
Perhaps we can read some books together.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise. So, for example, how do you read this?
Shows the letter.
Purgatory. It says
She
purgatory.
does. So she just shows her the letter at this moment. Oh, it says gravely. That's kind of a tough word.
Wow.
Oh,
she
she
just
knew. Sure, Miss Disney taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounded like gravy to me. The only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
Jesus. That's so far.
Don't worry. Could have happened to anyone.
I can imagine the localizers were struggling with
They
this
were
one.
like, ah.
How do we make this happen?
That's also why it's such a crazy line. Because they had some, like, in the Japanese there was gravy on the thing, so they
Oh.
had to hit gravy somehow.
Right.
So they were like, gravely roast the master. In the fires of Hades.
Right. In Japanese, this probably makes a lot more sense. It's probably a word that has this both meanings.
Oh.
Here they had to get kind of vaguely creative.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, that's when you ask for extra pay because it was so painful.
that's how you end up loving hamburger.
Very true.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit. Could have
Oh.
happened to anyone.
Also, now that I think about it, Pearls is 9. What was her mother thinking? To write gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades.
That's how
What's
all
Hades?
the parents of the kids I teach communicate with them.
Oh.
What?
I really
All parents
love
even
you,
know
Phil.
how to articulate themselves well?
Yeah, fair point.
No.
I couldn't even burn the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I I couldn't even do it right.
Well, your mistake, Pearls, was using an incinerator. Those are just evidence manufactories.
I think at that point you would have probably been better off just soaking the paper in the snow and then throwing it off down the hill.
I don't think paper really soaks in snow, but I do understand your point. Snow sorta, by definition, doesn't really. It's not water.
If it's freshly falling, yes, it does.
Anyway,
That's because it's melting then.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full
What,
of the
trying to tell me
leftover
about
gravy.
The gravy.
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll in the sacred cavern.
Let's see if Pearls makes it the
I
end of
was
this episode.
Sure, it was the Master of Grain, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
Guest area.
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Mice main training had already started, and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then
Girls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I just couldn't help it.
It was because of all the gravy she ate. Made her sleepy.
Hey, hey, don't worry about it, Pearls. Who cares if you fell asleep like I did? Of course he did. I fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens.
Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple. Right?
Yes, when I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore. There was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter into the incinerator. Then I heated up the leftover gravy and...
Let off some steam by chucking a gravy on a scroll while you cried? Yeah?
It was a bit pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school too. And nobody
Not
else.
just when you fell
well,
asleep. Don't equate something so trivial as you with her experience, Larry.
Okay.
It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channel Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
Was there a Discaller is busy tone?
Boop, boop, boop.
You couldn't do it?
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, the whole time.
This is the
Please
spirit
stop
mail
trying
of
to
Dahlia
channel her.
Hawthorne. Please leave a message after the scream.
That's a good
But
one.
I'm just gonna do it.
Feel free to click that if you want. Oh wait, that's not me.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. Trust me, it always does for me. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Into the water. Just like that.
That's so I'm
I
not
should put the skull now.
reassuring.
Hey, Bots, you're supposed to use the parachute when skydiving.
But is
So
it then
she
truly
never
a
managed
dive?
to- So what would you call it otherwise?
With a parachute?
Why?
People do call
A
it
slow
skydiving.
descent into madness.
That's true.
Right.
That depends where you land, I guess.
Yes. This world these days. Oh my god.
Moving on. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
I don't know what to do.
I would recommend a sip of sake. Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is, anyway?
Could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Someone else? What do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Oh
Oh my god.
It's like dating girls, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken.
First, this is a terrible metaphor. Second, it's not necessarily true, so shut up.
Whoa.
That
Player.
would mean on the night of the murder. No, I'm looking at this objectively. I'm not saying I support that. Someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne.
And is still channeling her by the looks of it, given that Pearls tried repeatedly, also this morning.
Yeah, non-stop.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Pearl,
Her
can you just
final
try
wish.
summoning somebody else?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it.
Question. To cheer Pearl up, can't we just tell her to summon somebody else, channel somebody else to make her feel better, like Alexander the Great?
Just randomly Alexander the Great,
So-
like wham!
So this
Why am
is a
I here?
picture of
Am I here
Alexander
to
the
continue conquering?
Great.
No. Just to boost the little girl's self-confidence, you can go again.
Then maybe someone else who's potentially a little less harmful. How about Socrates?
Says he was less harmful.
Yes. That was
Not
a
the
philosopher,
chickens,
if I
but
remember
fair.
correctly.
Yeah. Wasn't Socrates the one who plucked a chicken, all of its feathers out?
And called it a human?
Yes.
I think that was not Socrates. I think that was a different philosopher.
Oh dear. That does sound a little bit deranged, though.
No, it
You know,
was because I think
Pl-
it,
plucking After you, Steve.
I think it was because that person defined a human as a bipedal, like
Oh,
uh,
shitty definition. Okay.
like a bipedal, hairless bird or something. And then he plucked the chicken and was like, "Behold, a human."
I
Old
hope he did
philosophers
that
were still
with
fine-tuning the philosophy
a chicken
part.
that was already dead.
Yeah, I think
Because-
so. Yeah.
Yeah, then it's fine.
My mother's gone to a place called the penitentiary.
No, I think you read that wrong. It says
Penitentiary.
purgatory.
And penitentiary.
Penitentiary. If you behave really well, you get upgraded to a time attentionary. And you can slowly work your way up to a dollar attentionary.
Yeah.
Or if you're rich.
I know, Pearl. I know.
I visit her every month.
You really shouldn't.
That's a 9-year-old kid and still a mother, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, but the mother did tell her to bring furious, gravely furious vengeance upon other people.
Last month she told me.
So who voiced her?
Probably me. If I can.
You just go before we spend several minutes digging that up.
I don't have this notes for her. For that goes far back.
The time we've no. The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It is for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now, listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
Is it me or are the wax statue's ears becoming bigger?
It's like, whoop. I think, by the way, that philosopher was Diogenes, because Diogenes was a crazy bastard.
It was kind of nuts.
Yeah, that is high chance.
My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much.
Some sort of ending for the kids, right? My mom sometimes even left food out for me.
She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Sigma is part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her too.
First, we need to talk about why your mom is on death row.
That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
I guess. Oh yeah.
There's a picture with her letter too.
A picture.
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Usually, a picture's enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time,
Pretty weird, huh?
Like Larry knows anything about this stuff. The only thing that's pretty weird here is himself.
something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
Oh, that sure is pretty strange.
Someone had opened it already. That means we have another suspect.
Burnt letter. Orders from Morgan Fay. Opened once before. Burnt letter. Updated and handed back to Pearls.
Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out, and only me, not the fake clan.
You're very welcome. My mother's watching over us from heaven. So I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Oh boy.
You know how your mom is watching over us? Like a hawk waiting to strike. That's how. That's fine. I guess I'll leave her that innocent smile. For now. What am I supposed to say to her?
Stop visiting your mother so much. Ah, finally figured it out. Have you tried? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is.
Godot!
Look, the entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. I hate puzzles.
I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort?
But it's all a waste of time.
Why do you say that?
Because Maya Fey isn't coming back.
What? You don't know what you're talking about! How can you say something like that?
It was your job to protect her right. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances.
I realize that, but
And you were the only one who was by their side. You were the only one who could have saved them.
from what exactly? I didn't know anything about what was going on.
Ah, why did I just stay right? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself.
You
Oh
arrogant
gosh,
bastard.
I'd be locked up for jail forever.
For the heinous crime of being oblivious.
You know how often I have people literally talk to me and I'm like, I didn't perceive you, I was looking over there. Anyway, tomorrow
Tomorrow.
we'll settle everything in court. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, tomorrow.
We can next time
Yes.
just tell them.
Tomorrow.
Oh, you were talking? Sorry, my spam filter just muted you.
No, it's kind of like, oh, I want to listen to what you say, but I'm so focused on looking at this thing on the right, I do not perceive you standing on the left of me and talking to me.
Is what that man just said true?
Wait, I have a line? I was going to make tea. I'll be alright, girls. I will be. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
Actually, can't we just check this? Boss, can you summon Maya?
My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child. My Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master's seat is yours. My last great wish It seems I was just in time. To be
Little team
continued.
snapping down.
And then Zap did the chair.
Why is it only if Steph says it and not me? This is unfair.
Timing.
That's so inappropriate. Oh my god. Well, let's go to trial.
What? You're not gonna sue us over a little comment like this, Stephen, are you?
I think Twitch will sue me.
It's not my stream. I didn't even know we were streaming.
Exactly. Maximum liability over here.
I thought you just meant to Discord so we can share this experience.
Exactly. My head's on the chopping block here.
I signed this waiver that explicitly says, "Oh, this can be used for streaming." But hey, I just thought it was a cool thing to do, so you can't blame me. Watchdog Claw.
Yeah, he's oblivious. We already established that one.
But that's in itself a heinous crime. I'm not on the chopping block for that
yeah,
one.
you're going to jail for that anyway, Michelle.
Exactly.
At least I wasn't
Why am I going to
after.
jail? And you're like, because you did not know. I did not know what? Exactly, that's the problem.
Oh, man, that would suck so much.
February 10th, 9:39 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. We just went overnight again, by the by. So Maya's still missing. I think that was like day 4
yeah.
or 5.
She'll
I
be
hope they
fine.
have like a canteen and a toilet in that cavern.
Don't
There's
think
lots
about
of
it.
ice in there. She just,
without food.
yeah,
What?
she has water in
Without
there.
anything to drink, would be an issue, but they can do a couple of days without food.
No, but actual logic, there's plenty of snow and ice in the cavern, so that's just
Yeah.
perfectly meltable into water.
What? How exactly do you have snow and ice inside the cavern?
Yeah. I do
At
wonder
least-
myself, but
Ice maybe, snow no.
Well,
you need something to melt it as well. But anyway,
Just look at it. That's how
Oh,
it works.
hiya, Gashima! Oh, are you by yourself?
Morning, Pearls. No, it's me and the other 3 voices in my head. Steven, Stephanie, and Mika.
Mr. Nick, please tell me, what's going to happen to Mystic Maya? It's also fun if one of the other voices answer.
I'm sorry. We
we don't know
yet.
yet.
We have not yet come to consensus. The investigation is still going on, so I wasn't allowed into the inner temple.
Oh, I see. Does Sister Iris still trying to remove those trick locks in the training hall?
No. She's a defendant in this case, so she can't be at the inner temple. She's required to be here in court. Please tell me someone else is working on the
They've
locks.
still not
Please tell me
figured
someone
out
else is working on the locks.
that just cutting the fucking chains will also. Anyway,
Then how come she's not here in the defendant's lab?
One moment. I'll be back. One of the other voices can also answer.
I have to admit, it's kind of strange.
Oh yeah, that's exactly Alex's accent.
Oh, I missed the opportunity to do a full Schwarzenegger.
If you're looking for
I have to admit, it's kind of strange.
Wow.
Ow.
My English is by far not as heavily accented as your exaggerated parody. Not even remotely.
My accent isn't
That
quite
is
so
what you
exaggerated.
think. But we are listening to you the entire time, huh?
Wow. More seriously, no, not at all. You don't sound like that at all.
Would be funny though.
We were not trying to intimidate you, we were trying to do an Arnold Schwarzenegger.
If you're, I might just take a guess here. If you're looking for Iris, she's in the prosecutor's lobby.
Yay!
Oh, guessed right.
You're always so edgy with your guesses. Edgeworth. What's Iris doing over there?
She's going over today's testimony with the prosecutor as we speak.
Today's testimony?
You heard me. Iris is going to be testifying as a witness for the prosecution.
Wait,
Wait,
why do we never get to pre-discuss this? Why do we always have to wing it in the courtroom and the prosecutor gets to pre-discuss it?
Prosecutors basically they're like coaching their witnesses, which I find kind of unfair.
Yeah, it's like, make sure you tell this and don't tell that.
And
So
do
weird,
not
considering
mention
she's
the
the
bloody
defendant.
sword that was in the closet, okay? Do not mention it. Kind of like that is how I imagine this.
Yeah.
Nani the fuck?
Nani? What?
Wait, what?
The prosecutor is squeezing her for a confession. So I heard.
Franziska from Karma. What are you up to?
I know what you're thinking, but Franziska isn't going to be the prosecutor today.
What? Don't tell me it's Godot.
Who else would it be but Godot?
Go. Dot.
.com. Franziska is engaged in some important work at the Sacred Cavern. She's whipping those locks into shape.
The Sacred Cavern? I don't mean that she's...
Exactly. She has been out there all night trying to remove those trick locks. With Adnan's assistance,
Actually
naturally.
contributing. No
Question.
way.
However, I will say it's been 3 days. Has no one just gotten a nail file by this point? Franziska must own one.
Yeah, literally bolt cutter, you know? But
Oh, but the earthquake risk. You can't just bolt cut.
But can you so you can violently whip, but you can't use a file or a bolt cutter.
No. That would cause a cave-in. You have to undo the trick lock.
we estimate that the last of the locks should be taken care of in about 3 hours. Just for someone to run into this courtroom at the most opportune time. I hope everything continues to go smoothly so this can happen and we can receive some good news at the exact opportune time.
Edgeworth? Are you doing a side gig as a producer?
Prosecutor Godot intends to nail this case shut today. Be prepared to fight like there's no tomorrow.
You don't have to tell me that.
That's how it
Touche.
usually works with all cases.
Touche.
I can already see it in your eye. Touche. Touche.
He just pronounces the word wrong. Touche.
What's my butt got to do with this, Edgeworth?
Why are you referring to my touche?
You're not the same fever-ridden frantic maniac you were yesterday. Today you are
Exactly,
not
I am the
fever-ridden.
normal temperatured frantic maniac I am today.
Yeah.
On the way here, I decided that today would be the end of all this. Almost immediately after I made that decision, I felt myself getting stronger.
She punched the floor.
No,
Interesting.
but I suddenly started glowing for a moment.
Maybe you've passed your code on to someone else. Literally.
I think I just leveled up.
And with that, I leave the rest in your capable hands. Partner.
Oh.
Oh, come here for a hug, Edgy.
Don't touch me.
No.
I'm not ready for that big a step in our relationship yet.
I still don't have answers for most of the riddles plaguing this case. But we'll just wing it, as we always do. Circumstances around the murder of Miss Elise Disney. No, I mean Miss Misty Fay. The impossible flight Larry claims to have seen. Flight of the Valkyrie.
Da, 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 da.
I thought for a second you were starting the A-Team song. Da, 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 da.
And the mushroom's true intentions. I will solve them all and bring this whole tragedy to an end.
Alright, let's do it. February 10 sharp. District Court, courtroom number 7.
Can you tell I've had an extra dose of confidence with my breakfast?
It's the regular judge. Court is now in session for the trial of Iris of Hazakura Temple.
Your Honor? What are you?
Who? Me? Well, my little brother came to visit me in my chambers earlier this morning. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he developed a scorching fever and fainted. Remember when
You should be quarantined, dude.
Phoenix passed on his cold?
To the Canadian
He
judge.
hit the Canadian judge with that. It's like all of a sudden I start feeling strong again. Therefore, I'll be standing in for him.
I see, Your Honor. So they're brothers. That is...
It really doesn't. It just makes it more confusing how his brother ended up being Canadian.
It's an adopted brother, and he studied in Canada. Yes,
Yeah.
except that makes even less sense because if you study law in a country and go to another country, you basically lost some years.
Yeah. My poor brother. He looked a bit pale, not to mention sad that he couldn't be here.
No.
Did you give him some maple syrup so he'll get all better?
Yeah.
Impossible to predict what the future has in store for any of us, except coffee for me. This is precisely why people feel the need to judge the past.
But what about pre-orders?
And we of God have been charged with the solemn duty of passing such judgment.
Well said, Mr. Godot. I understood exactly what you said, at least up until the end, anyway. Well, now then, Mr. Godot, please proceed with your opening statement. The judge didn't understand, but he pretended he did.
Humans are fragile, fickle, weak beings. Our hearts change with the shifting of the tides. There's only one thing that remains a constant in this crazy world. That's my love for coffee. And the bitter darkness that lies at the bottom of it.
So, then you mean... forget it. What do you mean?
Well, firstly, that I really am obsessed with coffee. But secondly, during yesterday's trial, the accused refused to admit her role in the crime. But today she has had a change of her heart. Sister Iris of Azakura Temple has a confession to make.
Why is every one of these suckers making my life harder?
Confession? The defendant?
Chris. Why didn't you discuss this with me first?
Very well. This court will now hear the defendant's confession.
On meeting a beautiful lady, always ask for her name and profession.
How much does she make?
That's one of my
Nothing.
rules.
My name is Iris. I am but a simple nun undergoing training at Hazakura Temple.
Yeah, that would
Oh,
get
she's
us
an
more
paid
pitch.
intern.
Witness, is there something that you want to confess to? Yes, but first I want to apologize to Mr. Wright. I can't continue lying to everyone anymore.
It's alright. What is it?
Mr. Wright, I have to admit that I did play a part in this terrible incident. Are you actually confessing?
That is
Are
what
you
she
saying
said.
that you were the one who murdered Miss Elise Disney? No, I'm not, Your Honor. But I dealt with the cover-up after the murder took place. After her spirit left, I took the lifeless shell of Mystic Elise and carried it to Hazakura Temple courtyard where I desecrated it. What? Order in the court. Order. Witness, are you saying you were an accomplice to the murder? Yes. That's correct.
It's in court. I'm already covered in gold.
It's like, these people have no chill.
Everyone on the planet is an accomplice to something. Just happens to be that in this case, it's to murder.
You're just trying to sound smart, aren't you?
Isn't he always? It's like this whole game.
Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
That rhymed.
Grot, that go dot.
This is the confession they were conferring about. Pains me to say this, but it looks like Iris' testimony was all a lie.
Wait. How bad is that for us? Oh, that she stayed in her room until the murder was discovered. Motherfucker.
I mean, we kind of knew that she was in the room.
That's when he crumpled up and shoved into a pocket.
Iris's testimony crumpled up and chucked at her head.
Now then, little lady, if you don't mind, I've got a question for you.
Would you happen to have a cough drop for Mr. Gorat?
This coffee didn't go well down my throat. Hang on, let me drink more of it. Whose crime were you trying to cover up by your actions?
Iris was covering for someone?
That's sort of what a cover up means?
No, I'm definitely up the creek without a paddle. Or a life jacket.
I've been at Hasakura Temple ever since I was a little girl. Hasakura Temple is run by one of the branch families of the Korean tradition. One of our mission is to protect the main family.
Well, good job you're doing there, really.
I'm sorry, but
Also,
main family?
I have the feeling it's the opposite.
Yes, and that's why I would dirty myself if need be to protect her. The daughter of the master of the Korean channeling technique, Mystic Maya Fey.
And I got incriminated again. Fuck yeah!
Turns out Maya was alive. We can hear it.
Huh? This again? At which point am I trying to sell Maya a subscription for my services?
Wake up and smell the coffee. Tried. Particularly this batch that I roasted too long.
She's naming Maya?
Order in the court. So not only did you witness the murder, you know the name of the murderer? I'm terribly sorry, but it's true. I saw her commit the crime with my very own eyes. And then I cleaned up the area to try to protect her.
That's ridiculous. Maya could never do anything to...
The defense will refrain from commenting until the appropriate time. Now, witness, let's hear your testimony. What exactly happened on the night of the crime? Yes, Your Honor.
I thought I was prepared for the unexpected. But I never imagined the case would wind up going in this direction.
The real murderer. I went to the inner temple that night, and I saw it all happen in the garden. I saw Mystic Elise strike Mystic Maya with her staff. While Mystic Maya was still stumbling, Mystic Elise moved in to deliver a fatal strike. Mystic Maya tried desperately to defend herself and stole the weapon. It was only in self-defense. You can't blame her for it. So it was in self-defense? Yes, Mystic Elise was the one who attacked first. That's why I tried my best to protect Mystic Maya.
You
Wait a
moment.
moment.
Body? That wasn't a Maya wouldn't be suspected.
What were you thinking about, Alex?
What if Disney has potentially read that letter? So what if she tried to channel Dahlia instead, and that's why Pearls couldn't channel Dahlia?
But she's dead. And Bill was still
No,
trying. Bill was still trying to channel Dahlia when Disney was definitely dead.
Okay.
And couldn't.
Fine. Fine take.
Isn't that right? Not bad. You've got the instinct of a true criminal.
Something's not quite right. I'm sure it was established yesterday. But Iris never went to the inner temple that night. And that the person who did go was that woman. Iris even admitted it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Well, let's ask her. We are allowed to. Explain.
Sister Iris, your testimony has changed quite a bit since yesterday. You stated yesterday that on the night of the murder, you didn't go to the inner temple.
Energy now. Too bad for you. What she said yesterday doesn't mean much today. By the way, where were you when she claimed that she didn't go?
It was in the inner temple's training hall.
A private concentration. Something between the does not constitute testimony.
A private conservation.
That would be properly described as hearsay.
Whoa,
A slightly
Godot.
messed up hearsay.
Whoa. Don't break out actual legal terms now, Godot. Do you know how far we are into these games? This is the last case of the third game, Godot. You can't break out the actual lingo right now.
I'd like to point out that if we're introducing hearsay now, all of our previous cases are pretty much void.
Don't open
We
that
at
can
one
of
point
worms,
had
Godot.
we at one point had a parrot. as a- How is that not by definition hearsay?
What do you have to say, witness?
Would you like to hear what she has to say?
Yeah.
Uh,
I just couldn't tell him the truth at that time. Mystic Maya, she's your girlfriend, isn't she?
Kinda not, no.
I didn't want to be the one to break it to you that I saw her commit murder.
Don't worry, we've been here before.
There, we all understand how
he
difficult this
didn't
is for you.
deny it.
He didn't deny it, Steph. Let the ship sail, Captain Pearls. Hoist the anchor.
That's he's a special person, right?
I was too shocked about that statement, okay?
There, we all understand how difficult this is for you. Now then, let's continue with the testimony.
Difficult to imagine, yes.
What did you witness in the temple garden? Well, Your Honor. Alright. With her staff, you say? Okay.
You're saying that the victim attacked Maya. I mean, Miss Faye.
Yes, it was a truly frightening scene. Mystic Maya was struck hard on the head, and it looked like she was going to collapse.
What were you doing at that time? Why didn't you stop them from fighting?
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I was frightened. I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak. I was in such shock. That's perfectly understandable, my dear.
This doesn't sound right. I don't believe this testimony for a minute.
What happened after that? Alright. Fatal strike.
He moved in to deliver a fatal strike.
Yes, I'm sure of it. She threw down her staff and reached into her robe for her weapon.
Wait a minute. What was this weapon?
It was some kind of dagger.
Interesting. Oh, wait. No one knows about the sword at this point. A dagger, huh? And Miss Elise Disney tried to stab her with this weapon. To kill Miss Faye.
Yes, exactly.
Ah. Like I did after I mistakenly took a swig of Worcester sauce.
That was
Thinking it
good
was
for
Yeah.
a 1st of April prank.
He just took a swig of Worcester sauce.
Honestly,
Oh, yeah, Worcestershire sauce.
Worcester sauce.
that's what they all say. They mistakenly took take a swig after they failed the bravery test of bravery.
Yeah.
Now, I believe no UK person can reach me because I must now also admit that I have tried Worcestershire sauce before and absolutely hated it.
Really? Okay.
Wasn't that actually supposed to be mostly an ingredient? So you mix it a tiny bit in with some other things, so you get to final product instead of taking pure.
Yes, but if you add some, if I add poison or dirt to my food, it's not gonna end up tasting nice.
No, but it will be homeopathic.
This is true.
Yes. If I don't like the ingredient, I can't like the final result, is my point. Now, do you have a problem with the testimony we're hearing from your client, lawyer boy?
Do I have a problem with Iris's testimony?
Well, there
Yeah.
was this thing, right?
There's one thing.
Your Honor, I have a small problem with the witness's testimony.
You
It's
do?
Yes, it is incriminating my not girlfriend.
But this witness is your own client.
Yeah, well, nevertheless.
That's fine. Witness, let's add your last statement to the testimony.
Yes, sir. Hey, just a moment. It's my job to say that.
Listen, Caps. I won't say it again. Final judgment will be rendered by me.
Removed from court.
Grumble.
Okay, now let's continue.
She threw her stuff away and pulled a dagger from her robe. Right. That's a new one.
He threw her stuff away.
Mystic Elise was trying to kill Mystic Maya. I think that's why she wanted a more lethal weapon. There were already 4 of those. She wanted more? It's true. It's not easy to inflict a deadly blow with a staff.
Wait, do we not have to shout objection?
Yeah, I will
Objection
object.
against the judge?
I will object.
Sister Iris, let me make sure I've got this straight. The victim herself chose to throw away her stuff.
Yes, that's what I saw. Is there anything odd about that, Mr. Wright?
But I'm not saying that yet, I think. Not gonna admit that just yet.
Mystic Elise attacked Mystic Maya with the dagger. I'm sure of this. Well, we're gonna be like, yeah,
Was
but
that the staff?
it's a sword.
We're gonna use this so soon. Okay. Sister Iris. There is something strange about your version of events.
Huh?
Miss Disney throwing her staff away makes no sense at all to me.
But all you can do with the staff is hit someone.
Until they're dead.
Naturally, you wouldn't notice, Sister Iris, but if you were to have a pointy end at the staff, you can also poke someone.
Now
Very
hold on,
good.
now you've made a spear.
Regardless of that, the victim's staff had a special feature about it. As you can see, it is a sword.
So he just pulls out the sword in the middle of court, right? Shing!
And everyone is like, how did you get that through the metal detector?
I would like to point out that that little hurt me a little bit because swords don't make a kushing sound when you pull them.
They do.
They don't.
They
They
do.
do.
They don't.
When it is
They do.
when it is
You
dramatically
never watched all
appropriate, they
those
do.
movies?
They truly
Especially those
don't.
samurai movies where they pull katana out of their metal sheath.
They truly, they don't.
I will note down that if you ever show me your swords again and you pull them out, I will make a shing sound just to pester you.
Mother Jack.
Noted.
Oh, you already set the line, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
If at least Disney really had wanted to kill Maya Fey, she wouldn't have needed to use a separate dagger. Not when she already had a beautiful blade in her hands already.
That sentence.
A beautiful
You already
blade.
had it already.
Yeah. She had it ready, even. Well, Sister Iris, what do you have to say?
I
That was an impressive bit of investigating, right? I never would have thought there was a sword hidden in the staff. But even so, how should I put this?
Huh?
A long sword is unwieldy, and thus quite ineffective in close quarters combat.
What are you talking
Where-
about?
They were standing
Trust-
outside. It was
Trust
not
me,
like
you
a toilet
cannot use
stall.
Trust me, you cannot use a sword unless you're at least at pistol distance.
You brought a gun to a knife fight. What a fool.
Exactly, you brought a gun to a knife fight. What a fool. Step, step, step.
Maybe that's why she chose a dagger over her blade.
Well,
Anyway, the type of weapon she chose to use isn't what's important. The important thing is that she tried to kill Maya Fey. As long as there's nothing strange about that,
Oh,
there's
there is.
no problem with her testimony.
That's her
well,
daughter.
there's plenty of strange things. There is something strange about it. The other three voices in my head tell me.
Well, Mr. Wright, the prosecution has a point.
Very well, Your Honor. The defense will now present evidence to back its argument.
No.
Surprised that happens
Mr.
without you
Wright.
prompting me? I have here another piece of evidence that shows that this testimony can't be trusted.
I was just like, I'm trying to get Maya off with self-defense. What are you doing?
Also, will courts really think when we say, oh, they're family, that it's less likely for them to kill each other? Given how most court cases are family related?
In this universe, yeah. Now, what evidence do we have that it's a mother? Does the thing itself say so? Yeah, real name Misty Faye. So let's present that.
Does this prove it?
Yes.
It's not like regular evidence.
That's what we're looking at.
I
Like,
guess so.
Elise Disney would... Elise Disney would never have attacked Maya Fey.
How can you be so sure?
Because the victim's real name was not Elise Disney. Her real name was Misty Faye.
Hey? No. Not Misty Faye? Who is this Misty Faye? Is she related to?
Oh no, where's my prop? Misty Faye is the master of the crane channeling technique. She is also the mother of Maya Fey.
Are you serious? Is it
No,
really
I'm
true?
right.
Mr. Wright? Was Elise Disney actually the great mystic Misty?
There's no doubt about it. It looks like Iris had no idea.
I can hardly believe it.
The idea that she would try to kill her only daughter, one she hadn't seen in 17 years. Perhaps the prosecution can offer some explanation for why she would do such a thing. Ooh, critically hit.
Order in the court. Upon first hearing the witness's testimony, it seems natural enough. However, in light of some facts that have just been presented. 1. That the victim supposedly threw away a sword during a sword fight. And 2. That the two people battling to the death were mother and daughter. Despite the facts being believable when taken on their own, when taken together, the entire story seems difficult to believe.
Listen, there's nothing in this world that is impossible. Just check out how black I can make my coffee. Except for one little thing.
It follows all light, does it?
Yes, what is this one little impossible thing?
Ha! You still don't get it. You think maybe my beans are under roasted, but you have no idea, Camps.
Could you get to your point?
No, it will take at least 24 hours for them to finish roasting. Now, I heard this witness's confession this morning. Just as I had taken the first sip of my 8th cup of morning coffee. You know what's even funnier? we now have a colleague who works on night shift who is we have compared him to Godot because he also starts in the mornings by drinking 4 cups of coffee
Oh my
and then
god.
continues drinking through the entire day and night shift to the point where people are concerned for him.
You're going to ruin your health, my friend.
Yes, we did tell him that. Anyway, after hearing this woman's confession,
You went on to the 9th cup.
you can see it in my hand. But I also had a detective who loves to investigate and sent to the crime scene of the crime.
The crime scene of the crime.
And he discovered this little beauty.
Is that the dagger the witness testified to seeing?
Obviously, Your Honor. But do you not notice something else?
There's ketchup on it.
Now that you mention it, if you look closely, there appears to be curry sauce on it. Blood on it.
Why do you
Now,
make
what
blood
kind of red curry would that be, Steven?
No, like the curry sauce.
It's the lead
Curry in Japan America would be brown.
Yes. But in Germany it's
Well-
red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's because. Maybe I should not go about the food-related tangent here because the curry is terrible in Europe. Where did you find that? I didn't see that when I investigated the crime scene.
You investigate the pine tree at the crime scene.
The pine tree? No.
Yes, the singular one. This dagger was stuck in the backside of the very obviously recognizable pine tree.
Oh no, we are once
We
again
The
foiled by
backside of the images we can see.
yeah. It's once again we're foiled by taking a single perspective of every scene we ever encounter.
Yeah. On the plus side, though,
pine
it really
tree?
speeds up our investigation.
The one in the middle of the image, Mika.
Of course, right. Yeah, perfectly invisible.
Steven,
Yes.
you have to keep the upside in mind. It saves us potentially up to 300% of the time.
That's true,
Wait,
that's
no,
true.
that-
That's
that's-
why
that's
we
not how
finish our
math works.
investigation so quickly. And
Yeah,
also,
because we only need to
unfortunately,
look at 1/4 of all angles, right?
yes.
Right.
So it saves us
Thank-
75% of the time.
Thank you.
Next time something is like falling apart, I'll just look at it from the right angle and be like, it still looks together from over here. Don't worry, that walkway is perfectly safe to walk on from this angle.
Exactly.
And when the safety inspector comes around, you have like in the factory hall, you have marked squares on the floor where he's allowed to stand, right? Like, please stand here and take a look.
From this specific perspective, yes.
From here, it's perfect, right? Oh, nice that you can agree. Please walk over to the next station we have prepared.
Mhm. Now, when the last blow was struck, ending the violent battle between the two women, this little baby was thrown in the direction of the back of the pine tree.
Which means the blood on the dagger belongs to the victim, correct?
Ha! Were you even listening, old man? I first heard this confession this morning. when I only had 6 cups of coffee. No, sorry,
Yeah.
when I had taken the first sip of my 13th cup of morning coffee.
Can you say was your 8th just a few minutes ago?
I didn't have enough time to get the blood analyzed on such short notice.
We're talking about the
Also-
coffee content of your blood, right?
So it could actually be curry
Also-
sauce.
Also, before my 15th cup of coffee, I cannot count properly.
Oh god, the distractions are pretty high tonight.
In any case, the court will accept the dagger as evidence. Furthermore, order that a blood test be performed on it immediately. The bailiff comes in, licks the blade. Yeah, not curry sauce, it's blood.
Okay.
That's
now
what
you find out whose blood. Okay, I will test it. Everyone's blood.
And then he
Please,
has to
hold
lick
us
everyone's
apart.
You're
blood.
out like a vampire. Bailiff vampire.
That's
just
why
Let
you
me
have a
lick
vampire
your
on the
veins.
payroll. You know, it really saves time in investigations.
Nom, 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 nom.
This is my sweetheart. Make sure you treat her right. I'll stab you with it.
Bailiff, get this piece of evidence into the crime lab for testing immediately.
Huh, huh, huh. I'm running. Huh.
Here
And
you
he
go,
starts
bailiff.
sprinting.
Stab. Don't lose it.
My mother taught me to not run with knives, but I will for you, Gramps.
And then he starts running, holding the knife out.
Straight in front of me. I won't stab myself when I fall.
Exactly. You point the blade away from you because otherwise you hurt yourself. We're not doing that. We're not stupid.
Dagger.
Turns around the corner, immediately stabs someone.
It's just, he just takes the corner dagger first. Can't see.
I'm sure this will be safe for me. My mother would be proud.
My mother would be proud. Dagger found behind the tree in the inner temple garden.
I think you should say like Ma would be proud and not my mother.
I decide how I refer to my mother.
That is a fair point.
The blood is being analyzed now. Dagger added to the court record. I was say foisted upon Pearl, but I don't know. Feels mean.
I am the court record. My mother would be proud.
Now then, the testimony we've just heard has numerous unbelievable aspects to it. However, after having found the very dagger the witness spoke of, I believe we can consider her testimony to be credible.
You girls never lie. Ever.
That's true.
Godot? I think you've been in the same court case where that very much was not the case.
Nah.
I
don't
stand by it.
remember.
Stand by it until I don't.
In any case, witness, if you could please testify again to this court. About what, Your Honor? About the incident you saw. The battle between the two women.
The battle of two women. Now in theater.
Now in theaters, one battle after another. Yes, Your Honor.
Two women, one battle.
Two women, one battle. The battle. Mystic Maya stumbled briefly after being hit over the head with the staff. But then she dodged Mystic Elise's next attack and stole her weapon. It was awesome. Suddenly, Mystic Elise was the one on the defensive, with her back to the stone lantern.
So, that's right. Red? Jesus. I mixed the words for bride and
Red into
and red.
Wright, which is the
Yeah.
name of our lawyer.
yeah,
It's
that's
bread.
right.
That's when Mystic Maya stabbed Mystic Elise. Mystic Elise managed to fling the knife away, but then she collapsed.
Collapsed?
Collapsed. It was a very heartbreaking story. I don't know if there were any bad feelings between them, but it had been 17 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Perhaps they simply didn't recognize each other anymore. That seems reasonable. Now then, Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination. The battle.
We are also getting close to the midnight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Do we still do this one or no?
I'm quite tired myself.
All right.
Might be a good point to save then. Yeah, this is not a bad point to save before we continue on.
All right. Will do. Save. Boom. We're back in court, people. Very much many things are going on. We're progressing.
Things are happening.
Things are happening. That's.
Stuff is going on.
I remember when we
Yeah.
did the final game, the final case of the previous game, and some people were like, "Nothing's happening. We're just stalling."
Yeah,
and
now
this
it's
time a
opposite.
lot is happening at least
This is
while
fun.
we're stalling.
Exactly.
So much is happening. Nobody's even realized that Godo is installing a coffee pipeline to directly pipe it to his desk.
This is it. Just takes it
No, like, this is-
intravenously.
The difference here is, it's not us just throwing words around. There's still things being revealed, and we're not just buying time, which felt bad as a player.
No, but it was very important to stall for time so Gumshoe could finish his
It
thing.
was. I think it felt extra tedious to us because it was spread out over several sessions across several weeks for us. Wow.
Yeah,
if
we
you had done
stalled
it in
for a long time.
one go while playing, yourself.
Yeah, I have spent many a sleepless night when I was like, I can't stop now. I have to figure this out.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that was before you had a job, right?
That's true. That was
Right.
before I had a job. I think. Well, my job was being a student.
Back then it was easier to just be tired for a day instead of, well, people looking at you like, you don't seem very responsive today, and you're like, go
That's
away.
true. Very true. Very true. All right. Exciting stuff. Well, we'll leave it at that for today. And we will be back next time, where we will continue on in court as we try to unravel whatever is going on in this case.
Hi.
Slowly but surely, we know that Pearly got a job from her mom, that Iris thinks that Maya murdered Misty, and that we
And
are
that
stuck in
someone
the middle.
had Dahlia on speed dial.
Have a good night, to everyone.
Yes, have
Good
a wonderful
night.
night, and we'll be back next time.